Okay, I'm gonna just put it to y'all like this. I'm not going to bullshit anymore because I kind of figure that this is what would happen over time. I'm tired of playing this game. You know, it's almost like I'm holding on for dear life on this part of my humanity that I won't really speak about because I have this fear of really telling it how it really is. And I think a lot of people got me wrong. I think you got me twisted here. You got me messed up with how I really am and who I really am. This channel is for each one of us to take a brutal, honest look at ourselves. It's not for you to like me. It's not for you to be like me. It's for us to actually take a brutal, honest look at all this shit in life and how it really is. And how many people are going to do that? Probably not a lot of people. And I can't keep acting like it's something that it's not. Because I already know that I'm doomed. I already know that this existence is completely futile. I know that I'm not getting anywhere. I know that there's nothing to accomplish. There's nothing to prove. There's nowhere to go. And there's just nothing. It's completely, absolutely pointless in the sense of we're not getting anywhere. We're not really doing anything. But yet, while we're here, how can we prevent as much suffering as possible? You know, how can we have fun but do it responsibly and not do it ignorantly like a lot of other people do? And, you know, look, I'm going to put it out there like this. Someone asked me if killing animals is wrong. Yes, it's wrong. Killing anything is wrong. Killing is killing, my friend. Killing something is killing something, no matter how you personally feel about it. You know, we have to get over ourselves here. You know, we got to get over our personal feelings. It's not about your personal feelings anymore. You know, honestly, you know, don't take this the wrong way, but fuck your feelings, fuck my feelings, fuck everyone's feelings. It's not about your feelings. It's not about your ideologies. It's not about what you think is right or what's wrong. It's about what it really is, how things really are. And are you willing to face that in the mirror? Are you willing to look at yourself? Are you willing to look at your own life and see what you're doing? You know, I'm sick of this pity-patting and acting like everything's cool. It's not fucking cool. This existence is cold and cruel and it has no mercy. You know, and I can't act like I'm this, you know, this like soft-hearted individual that just goes along with what people says, and I'm just this cool guy that, you know, leaves a comment and acts like everything's fine when it's not fine. It's shit happens in this life. Things are going to happen. And it's like, really, I'm telling everybody, wake the fuck up, because you're in a delusion. You are in your own little world, your own little bubble. And I'm sorry to break your bubble, but it's you. You are the problem. I am the problem. I am my own problem, like you're your own problem. You know, I shouldn't have to tell a lot of people this stuff. And like I said, there's only going to be a few people that will actually take a brutal, honest look at themselves and their own life. There is only a few people that are going to do this. And I can't make any of you do it. I don't want to make you do it. You should feel as though you should have an obligation to yourself to do these things. But, you know, all your conditionings, all of your brainwashings, all of these things that people have told you, let me tell you something right now. Everybody that you know, everybody in your life has lied to you. They have lied to you because they have been lied to. Do you understand? The lies have been passed down from generation to generation. We've been being led by the tail. Everyone's been telling us everything's going to be all right. Everyone's been lying to us about so many different things. And this is the reality of how reality really is. All these spirituality things and spiritualism and religion, that is all just fear-mongering and conditioning that you've been conditioned with based upon fear. It's something that men and women made up because of their fear of death and their fear of an afterlife and all these things. They made these things up, people. It's make-believe. It's make-believe. And I shouldn't have to tell you this, but yet I have to tell you this. And listen, I already told y'all, I know how we are because I've already went through this myself. I already went through that stage, and that's how I'm telling you how it is. And people just do not want to face the facts of reality. It's just plain and simple, and I can't make any of you do that. And see, listen, I'm going to say this one last time, and I'm not saying it anymore. And the reason that I'm saying this and doing this is because if I answered comments, now still write comments if you want to. I tell you to write comments because it keeps, the thing kind of going. It makes you think. But really, I'm not answering any more comments. I'm not answering things because if I do that, then I can't run my channel the way that I want to run my channel. If I'm listening to what other people are saying, if I'm going by the thoughts and the ideas of what other people are saying, then I'm not going to say what really needs to be said when it really needs to be said. Because I'm going to be scared to offend someone, or, I'm going to seem like I'm offending someone when in reality, I'm trying to get you to take an honest look at your own life and to see that you are wrong. You are wrong. It's not them. It's not those people. It's not you. When you're saying you, it's me. It's me that's the problem. Like, you are the problem. You are a spoke in this wheel, just like I am, and we are all in this battle that we cannot win, and that is the facts of life. We are all gonna lose. We are all going down the same road. We are all heading towards the grave. And what I ask you is, what are you doing to cause as less suffering as possible? When you say, I don't care about anything, I don't give a shit about anything but my people and me, then you're just saying, well, fuck everybody else. I don't care if an animal gets killed or suffers. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. And do you hear how cold-hearted that is? Are you listening to yourself say this stuff? I mean, look. Like I said, that's why I knew that it would come to this point on my channel where I would have to say things that we are scared to look back onto ourselves with. See, we're not going to want to face what we really are and what we're really doing. And I just can't do it anymore. I can't play this facade. I can't put on this mask. I just can't wear it anymore. I can't act like it's something that it's not. I just can't do it anymore, and I won't do it anymore. And I have to run this channel how I run it. And I have to be brutally honest, and I gotta call people out on their shit. Like, I'm sorry, I have to do it. And it's not that I'm calling anyone personally out. See, this is something that we should not be taking personal. This is not a personal issue. Every time that people say something, people want to take it personal right away. It has nothing to do with personal things. It just has to do with how this reality really is. It has to do with how this existence really is. And none of us made this like it is. You know, we didn't ask for this, but yet we don't have to be a part of what we are saying that is the thing not to do, or, you know, everybody else does it, so I'm gonna do it too. You know, that's just stupidity. That's stupidity in its finest, you know, whatever. It's just dumb. It's just stupid. You know, oh, well, everybody else does it, so I'm gonna do it. You know, everybody else does this thing, so yeah, I'm gonna do it too. You know, that's just the way the world is. You know, are you listening to yourselves? Are you listening to yourselves when you're saying these things? You know, I'm sorry. And look, like I said, this is something, this has nothing to do with me anymore. This has nothing to do with Nate. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with how things really are. And do you want to look in that mirror of reality? Do you want to look at that brutal, harsh truth the way that it really is? That's the question. And no one can do that for you but you. Your mom, dad, your brother, your sister, your family, your friends, you know, people on the internet, whoever you are with, they're not going to do that for you. It's got to be you that does this. It's a you thing. And I don't like making videos like this, but I just get tired of the ignorance. You see, I don't hate people. I don't hate people. I just do not. I can't stand or tolerate their ignorance. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can't tolerate ignorance and stupidity. And when people see, a lot of us, we haven't experienced things to know. We haven't suffered like other things may have suffered to be in their shoes. And then if it never happened to us, then we don't care if it didn't happen to us. You know, if we're not that person or we're not going through that, then we could care less because we never went through it. And see, I can't say that for myself because I've been through some things. I suffered. I went through stuff. I put myself in other people's shoes. I have been doing this for most of my life. I have been thinking about the other person. I have been saying, what if I was in their shoes? You know, I have been broken and my heart bleeds for these people. And it's like, have you even started to realize that for yourself? Is the question. You know, it's all about the individual person seeing this. I can't make you see it. I can't force you to see it. But once you see how all this really is, like I said, you will never be the same person again. You can't be the same person. You can't go back to the old shit that you were doing. You can't be the old you. You can't go back to these old concepts that you know are dead. You can't do it. It's impossible. And this is why I said, like, I'm desperately trying to hold on to or bring back something that I know that I can never bring back again. I know that I can't be that again. So why am I sitting here acting like I can? Why are we sitting here acting like we can do certain things when we know that we can't? When we know it's over. It's over. Give it up. You know, and let it go. That's what I say. But see, most of us, we're still holding on to our pride. We're still holding on to a sense that we are special. It's about me. It's about what I'm doing. You know, I'm significant in this thing. And let me tell you, you are nothing. You and I are nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing. I am nothing. You are nothing. Yes, we're something, and we're somebody. We are a body. That's all we are. We are a body. We're nothing else. Everything else that people have told you, it is a lie. It's a lie. Everything else they say is a complete lie, and it's bullshit. Period. And if you can't handle that, if you cannot handle what I say, then this is not for you. It's just not for you. You know, go to some other channel that will keep telling you lies and will keep bullshitting you and will keep leading you by your tail and saying, this is the way. I have an answer for you. Everything's going to be all right. I promise you this. All that bullshit is dead. It's in the grave. These people, they're dead too. They're zombies, and they're trying to eat your brains to make you think like them. And I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to get you to think like me. I'm trying to get you to think for yourself, rationally, logically, and how to ease as much suffering as possible, how to see what other people are going through and walk in somebody else's shoes. Can you do that? Can you do that? And like I said, when you do this, people run from this. People will run from you. See, this is why I knew there was going to be a day where my message would become the most unpopular message. People will run from this. People run from the ugly truth. They don't want to hear it. Plain and simple, they don't want to hear it. That's all there is to it. They do not want to hear the ugly truth. They cannot face the ugly truth. And I can see why most people can't do it. But this is what I'm asking you is, can you actually face yourself? Can you actually face what you are contributing to this whole thing? Because each one of us is contributing to this, whether you want to admit it or not. You could tell yourself all these excuses, all these lies. You know, you can write a bunch of bullshit down. You can blah, 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 say this and that, but you cannot escape the raw, ugly truth of how things really are. Now, how many of you are willing to actually do that? How many? And look, here's what I'm saying. Don't take this personal. It's not a personal thing. It just is how it is. I am nobody. I am just a guy sitting here telling you how it really is. It is wrong to kill animals. It is wrong to kill, period. If you don't know that it's wrong to kill, then someone has misled you. Someone has taught you very wrong if you don't think that it's wrong to kill anything. It doesn't matter if it's an ant, it's a spider, it's a bug, it's whatever. It's wrong to kill. Period. And if you want to keep doing whatever you do, then keep doing that. That's none of my business. I can't tell you what to do. But see, this is how ignorant we all are. This is how ignorant I was. And I don't take it personal. I just know that I was ignorant. I was doing ignorant things. And I still catch myself doing ignorant things. But you're either on the side of putting all of these pains and miseries and suffering at ease as much as possible, or you're contributing to them. There's no in between. You can't escape this. You can't talk it away. You can't make up an excuse or say a couple words that is going to take that away. You just can't do it, okay? Now, and it's like, look, don't hate me, hate the truth. And don't even hate that, because it's the truth. You know, how can you hate truth? Truth is truth regardless. And when you say truth, people mistake what the truth is. The truth is existence. The truth is the cold, harsh reality of this world and how things really are. But yet, have you took a look at yourself and what you're doing to contribute to that yet? That's the question. And most of you, you haven't even begun to do that. You haven't even took the time for 5 minutes to listen and face the reality of how you and all this really is. You know, you can't bullshit me. I know all the bullshit. I know all the talk. I know all the lingo. I know all of what people say and how they are and the excuses they make. I know all that stuff. And that's dead. On my channel, that stuff is dead. I'm not going for it anymore. And I know I will lose a lot of subscribers. I will lose a lot of people because they do not want to hear this. They don't want to face this. And that's not my problem. That is your problem, not my problem. Don't hate me, and don't even hate the truth, because truth is truth. So whatever, like I said, I knew that it was going to come to this conclusion. But I just can't do it anymore. I can't hide behind a facade. I can't hide behind a mask. I can't hide in the shadows. And I'm not saying that you're hiding. I'm not saying that y'all are hiding or the people that are watching are hiding. But when I say you and y'all and us, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about everyone as a whole. I'm not talking about you personally. I'm not coming at you. I don't hate you. I just do not stand or go for or tolerate ignorance. I just don't do it. And I won't do it no matter what. Even if I have to die or I'm facing death, I'm not going to tolerate ignorance. I am not going to stand up for the ignorant person. I am not going to just say yes because everybody else said yes. Fuck that shit. That shit is over. That shit is over. It's done. And this is how you have to stand up. If you are for the truth, even if it's cold and it's harsh and it's brutal and it's merciless, but yet I'm saying stand up for that, but it doesn't mean that you have to do that. It doesn't mean that you have to cater to that thing. It doesn't mean that you indulge in that because you know better. You should know better. You know, I don't know what these people are teaching us out there. I don't know what they're saying, but they are misleading so many of you. They're where there's nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go. There's only now. There's only you. There's only this life. You're going to live and you're going to die. And it's how can you cause as less suffering as possible? How can you have fun without causing the suffering of someone else or being ignorant and doing stupid, idiotic things? How can you do that? See, how can you actually speak the ugly truth and speak that and then look at yourself in the mirror and know that you're not lying and it's the truth, and you can actually live with yourself? You can actually tell yourself this and say, I don't give a fuck if you like me. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you follow me and all this other stuff. I don't care about that anymore. You see, I'm dead to all that shit. Yeah, I tell people to follow my channel and like my videos so we can get the truth out there, so that we can expose this thing for what it is. See, I don't care. All these other channels, they care that you like them. They care that you do all these things to agree with what they agree with. We're not always going to agree on things. That's just the reality of it, people. And when you talk like this, people do not want to hear it. They run from this type of thing. And I know there's not going to be many people that listen to this. There's not going to be many people that want to understand the cold, harsh reality of reality itself. And I can't run from it anymore. I just can't do it. The more that I try to convince myself or keep myself busy with something or tell myself something else, I just can't do it anymore. It's not possible. And I realize this is staring me right back in the face, and it's never going to leave. It's always going to be there because this is life and this is how it is. And I can't run from that cold, hard fact anymore. And it just is what it is. Plain and simple. It is what it is. So we should not take anything personal. We should be able to look past the outside flaws or I don't know how they say it in the right words, but all of my outside stuff, you should be able to look past that. That should be nothing. We shouldn't be getting offended by things and getting all upset over these petty ordeals and situations because they don't mean nothing. They're petty. It's just useless. It's not getting us anywhere, and we're not getting anywhere anyway. It's just the main thing is, how can we ease as much suffering as possible? And if you are going to have fun, how can you be as responsible and not so ignorant while you're doing them things? Because it's so easy to be ignorant while we're doing these types of things. It's so easy to do that, and everybody takes the easy road. Nobody actually thinks before they do things. They don't think before they talk. They don't think before they speak. You know, they just go by what everyone else said or what everyone else is doing, or just because everyone else is doing it, that it's all right. You know, just because the rest of the world's doing it, well, I can do it too. And I don't have to say anything, and I don't have to speak up because they're doing it, so I won't be blamed for it. I can just fit right in and nothing will happen to me. And this thinking is so dangerous. It's so self-destructive, and it's so irrational. And I'm just telling us, the more rational and logical that you start thinking and becoming, you will realize that spiritualism, religion, all of these things that came from fear of death, the afterlife, all of these things were based on fear and conditioning and telling us something to convince us that there's something else other than this reality. And there is nothing else. It's this, it's now, it's real, it's cold, it's harsh, it's brutal. But we don't have to be brutal. We don't have to be harsh. We don't have to do what some of this shitty reality does. We don't have to do that. And there's going to be a day I'm not going to need to tell you this. You will know this for yourself. And then you can go and tell someone else about this. Because like I said, I don't matter anymore. When I say nothing matters, I mean the petty things. I mean things that I'm talking about now, they do not matter. It matters that you see the suffering of someone else or something else. It matters that you face yourself and see how this thing really is. It matters that you help a homeless person in the street. It matters that you pick someone up when they fall down and break their ankle. It matters. So with that, I'm done. I don't even want to upload something like this, but you know what? This is what it's going to be from now on. And I'm just done. I am done with this lie. I am done with this bull crap. I am just done with it all. It's nothing for anyone to take personal, because it has nothing to do with anything personal at all. It has to do with an idea. It has to do with how the world really is. And it's something that nobody should take personal or be offended by. But I can't stop that from happening. But we should know better not to do that. We should know better not to get like that. Because, like I said, you and I are not special. We are just like all the other people from before us. We're going to live. We're going to die. We're going to be here for some time. Do you want to live that time ignorantly and stupidly and foolishly and condoning and endorsing and being a part of the suffering? Or do you not want to be a part of that? Plain and simple. There is no excuse. There is no excuses for anything. So do you want to keep making excuses and keep doing what you're doing? Do what you do. I can't stop you. I don't want to stop you. It got to be your decision and your choice. You and me. I have to make my choice and you have to make your choice. That's all that it comes down to. I'm out.